Right back in. Look at that. Welcome to the City of Frost and Fire. Discover the authentic stories of the extraordinary people that define our north of normal metro. I'm Conrad Fargo, and this is the Fargo Five. We've got Kim Baird, the president of the Fiber Arts Festival. Hello, Kim.
Hey.
So this is everyone's favorite segment because it's the Fargo Favorites, and we get to talk. You're going to go out to eat tonight. You're not... It's not a celebration. It's not your anniversary. It's not like, oh, yay. Just, I don't want to eat. Or I don't want to cook.
Yeah.
I want to eat. I don't want to cook. Where are you going?
You know, our fallback in the summer especially is Front Street Tap Room.
Oh.
They don't have food there.
Okay.
But the pizza shop just down the block will deliver pizza there.
What's the pizza shop down the block?
It's Rhombus Guys.
Rhombus. Oh,
they're
sure.
both right
yeah.
on Main Avenue there. In fact, they're right near where I used to have my quilt
So why
shop.
don't you go to Rhombus, guys?
Well,
And eat.
because
It's right
there's
there.
a little patio out back of the...
At Front Street?
At Front Street.
Really?
Yeah, you can sit inside or you can sit out on the patio on
I've been
nice
there a few
day.
times. I didn't know they have a patio.
And, yeah, right behind.
Because
And
that's
if you,
Front Street's the one where they got the loft up there, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Yep,
they do.
I've been to the loft
And
a bunch of
they've got
times.
a comedy thing down in the basement, you know, where they have
They
comedy
do?
stuff on weekends.
know
Yeah,
that.
it's very dark down there.
Okay.
But yeah,
As
yeah.
basements tend
We
to be.
just like, we like being able to try different beers there, and they always have something different.
Yeah.
So we'll try some beers, and we'll get a pizza from Rhombus Guys, and that's relaxing, and we don't have to think hard, and we never have to stand in line, you know.
I like pizza. See, and I say this every time but it's lunchtime and I'm hungry and I want pizza. I'm actually after this I'm gonna go run some errands and get some pizza at Costco.
There you go.
I can't walk into
Oh,
Costco
they
without
sell-
buying their
Yeah.
pizza because I know they're selling it at a loss, and that just tickles me to know that I'm getting something for free, kind of almost. I'm sick. All right, next question. All right, where are we? See, you got me all excited thinking about food. Okay, so Madam President, I'm sure you have to meet with all kinds of special, important dignitaries and people of all persuasions. When you are meeting with them, maybe for a coffee or for a beer, where do you like to meet people at?
Do like coffee shops.
Yeah.
Any in the area will do, frankly, although Luna has been a good one
Luna, yeah.
over the years because they tend to be fairly quiet in there. You don't have to worry about loud music. So if you're talking or having a meeting,
And it's locally owned.
it is.
And they turn into they're a great place to get lunch or dinner, too.
That's
and,
right.
And they've
yeah,
got like
it's
a
kind
custom
of
menu.
a neighborhood bistro, yeah.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
Luna, very good. A common answer on this show. People like, so all right. I want you to imagine you are going to cook tonight. We're not going out. We are cooking. So that food, it's got to come from somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. Where did it come from? What's your where do you shop for your food in town? What's your grocery strategy?
Well, Hornbachers. I
Okay.
go someplace
You're north
every
side, aren't
time,
you?
so I know. No. Used to be in the Luna neighborhood, and now
really?
since we moved across the river, we're at the Azul.
You're in Moorhead now.
Hornbachers Azul. We're Minnesotan. We're trying to remember this. We're Minnesotan now. We can't vote in the election in Fargo anymore.
Yeah. Well, now you're in kind of a swing state. Kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
Kinda. Yeah, a little bit of one.
We're not used to voting there anymore. We just haven't followed the politics as much there as so. But I like to go to the same grocery store every time, so I finally figure out where things are, and I don't have to hunt around. Now, what aisle was that in, or ask somebody?
The familiarity.
I'm a creature of habit. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that question, I really like that question because different people give different answers, and I feel it tells you a lot about them. Like their
Well, my son-in-law, who's your age, he likes to go to the cheapest grocery stores because he's always counting the money and
me as well.
Yeah.
But it teaches you something about them, right? Like, yep.
Well, that's what we used to do when we were poor college students, but we don't have to do it now.
Because you're retired and you got the funds to afford.
we do.
You can afford Hornbachers.
Yes.
What a luxury.
Oh, come on.
All right. So, Fargo is full of entrepreneurs. And we mentioned that. You were one. You are one. I suppose you didn't even stop being an entrepreneur. A lot of small businesses in town, so this one might be a little difficult to pick just one, but what is your favorite small business in town?
I don't know. Well, I like, there's a couple of yarn shops in town.
Yeah.
Predictably, I like those.
But you got to pick just one to shout out.
Okay, in Fargo, we have the Bountiful Ewe.
Bountiful Ewe.
As in EWE, as a female sheep.
Okay.
So they get a lot of yarn from that Bountiful Ewe.
Yeah.
And you know what happens in yarn shops? But you probably don't. People hang out there just to sit and knit. They have their groupies.
Yeah.
And the different yarn shops have a different atmosphere and different groupies. So anytime you go into that yarn store, if you're there to buy something, there's 4 or 5 people sitting around making things.
It'd be a good way to meet people.
It would be, yeah, and I think they like that. And it's also, it's kind of like in the old days when ladies sat around the quilting frame quilting. It's the way the kids learn about what women won't tell them, what adults don't tell them when they're little.
Yeah.
You sit there, eavesdropping, you could find out all the gossip about things.
Not a bad suggestion. Last question, and then we're going to be able to clock out of here on time. We did it. We rushed through and we did it. And of course, you're retired, so I say you're not working, but I kind of rephrased it because you're the second retired person that I've had on, and so I kind of came along this phrasing. There's things that we do where we pour out our cup, where we do for others. You're being a president of, putting on this thing. It's not your job, but it's certainly work, right? It's something that pours your cup out into the world to help the world. And then there's things we do that fill up our own cup. Things on our day off, things that are for rest or relaxation or recreation to fill our cup. What is it that you do to fill your cup?
Stitching, of course.
Stitching, yeah.
But in the summer, I've learned I like gardening. I especially like digging.
Oh, really?
Don't ask me why. I've resisted gardening for most of my life, and all of a sudden, I got to get out and weed.
Can't get out of that dirt, huh?
It's just fun.
What is it? What is it that you find so exhilarating?
I think it's a reason to be outside for one thing.
Yeah,
and I miss that in the winter. I can't go out and make the rounds and dig out some dandelions and water things, So it's just kind of another routine that is nice and pleasant.
Well, that's the show. What do you think?
That was fun.
Went by. Didn't I tell you it'd go quick?
By very quick.
Very quick, but you needed to be comfortable because I was worried about because it's a long time here. I'm sore just standing here. One more time, plug yourself. Who are you? What do you got going on?
I'm Kim Baird, and I love to have fun with fiber. So we're having the Fiber Arts Festival. Anybody who likes yarn, thread, wool, spinning, or just learning something new, how to make something, come on out on Saturday and Sunday.
And of course, I am Conrad Fargo. You can find me anywhere that you have a screen and you can type Conrad Fargo. So anywhere, you just type in, you got the Googles open, you got the Amazon. We're all shopping on Amazon all the time, right? If you type in, did you know this, Kim? If you type in Conrad Fargo into Amazon, you can buy me. I'm there. I'm for sale. It's true. Anywhere. I challenge you, listener. Stop what you're doing. Open up your screen and just type in Conrad Fargo. I'm there. Find me. Subscribe to me. Find me and subscribe to me. That's all that I'm asking. Thank you, Kim, for coming on. Thank you, listeners, for listening. We are going to get out of here with, what was it? Flatland Wool. I found the song, but now
it's called Wool, yeah.
Yeah, tell me about Flatland Cavalry with their song Wool.
I think that song was in
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, yeah.
Yeah, you like that movie? Did you enjoy Katniss Everdeen?
Loved that movie, but I don't remember the I don't know why there's a song called Wool in the Hunger Games.
Well, we're going to find out.
Good.
Whoop, that's the wrong music. Oh, my goodness. All kinds of technical. I swear I'm better at this than that. Okay, we're going to listen to that, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Kim, for coming on.